Hello and welcome to the March 27th, 2024 Storj Quarterly Town Hall. My name is Ben Golub. I'm the CEO of Storj, and I'm joined by Brian Mengelson, who is our Senior Vice President of Finance and Operations. Believe it or not, this is the 22nd consecutive Storj Town Hall. Nearly 6 years ago, we embarked on a journey to do something that had never been done before, really pioneering a new approach to cloud computing that would be more sustainable, economical, and aligned with the trends in data growth and data usage. Storj, of course, leverages the vast global supply of underutilized storage, compute, and network resources to deliver services that have fundamentally better security, durability, and edge performance, and do so at 1/10 the cost and carbon intensity. Thanks to a large and dedicated community and team, we're starting to see that this journey, which was certainly not an easy journey, has really been worth it. And hopefully this town hall gives evidence of the exciting momentum that we're seeing. The town hall is a very important part of our ongoing commitment to transparency. We are a company, community, and distributed network, and believe that transparency is key to everything we do. So we maintain open data, and we hope an open dialogue as well. While most of the information in the town hall can now be gleaned from other sources, some of which are shown here, we still enjoy this opportunity to connect with our customers, our node operators, open source contributors, and more. And we hope that you enjoy this quarterly opportunity to chat as well. So before we begin, I have to make a forward-looking statement, my least favorite part of these town halls, but this presentation contains forward-looking statements and information related to Storj's product, network, and business. These statements are based on the information currently available to the company with respect to future events, which are subject to unknown material risks and uncertainties that may cause our actual results or performance to be materially different from those contained in the forward-looking statements. This information should not be relied upon when making purchases or other decisions. The development, release, and timing of any features or functionality described for our product remains at the sole discretion of Storj Labs. And with that out of the way, just give you a quick overview of what we'll be talking about today. I'll give a brief executive summary, deep dive into partners, customers, and growth, a bit of a product and roadmap update, and finally, Brian will talk about nodes and community issues. But before we talk about how we're doing and what we're doing, it's still worth talking a little bit about why we're doing this. In short, the world is creating more and more data every year. Latest estimates are about 150 zettabytes to be created this year, which includes in it very important information, not just cat videos, but potentially the cure for cancer, potentially new and clean sources of energy, important scientific breakthroughs, important new businesses, etc. The world is creating more and more data each year, and we think the storage approach inherently delivers the ilities that companies care about. And what do we mean by that? We provide durability. It is almost impossible to lose data on the storage network because of the globally distributed way in which we distribute data, so that there's no fire, flood, equipment failure, etc., that can easily take out a file. Better availability. We're delivering several nines of availability and up to 2 to 3 times faster access to data and distribution of data than many of the hyperscalers. Better scalability. We can provide capacity really anywhere around the world without having to build new data centers. Of course, better affordability. Given our unique economic model, we're able to do this at 1/10 or even better in terms of the price. And more sustainability, because we're leveraging underutilized resources that have already been deployed. We can operate at a fraction of the carbon intensity of normal storage. Ultimately, we're designing a system and delivering a system that is more carbon efficient, more economical, delivers better performance, and is better suited for edge application and higher security. And for us, that's really a win all around. All right, so if that's why we're doing it, how we've been doing over the past quarter. So far, it's been a really exciting quarter, which caps a really great year last year. A year ago, Storj was primarily a good drop-in replacement for low-cost services like Wasabi or Backblaze, and we were onboarding customers with tens or hundreds of terabytes. By 6 months ago, we were able to show that we were globally faster and more consistent than the big hyperscalers, and now we're starting to service customers with petabytes of data, petabytes of monthly egress, some prospects with tens of petabytes, and this includes customers in mainstream industries such as healthcare and finance. We're seeing partnerships and customers pick up steam, and we're delivering in key use cases such as video distribution, post-production, the management of scientific data, log data, backups, and more. We're seeing traction, including serving as the underlying storage area for a vast number of AI and ML related use cases. And so our goals for the rest of 2024 are pretty clear. Make sure we continue to deliver those abilities I spoke about, make sure we deliver services that meet the needs of our customers and partners, and of course, growth, growth, growth. So as you can see from the chart here, we're continuing to see consistent growth. This is well over 16 months of continued month-on-month growth. Paid data was up over 55% quarter on quarter, and this chart just reflects paid data, not free data or test data. 207% growth year on year. As I mentioned, we're starting to see multi-petabyte customers and prospects, and this data is spread across 23,000 nodes in over 100 countries. You'll notice that the amount of paid data is growing much faster than the number of nodes. Fundamentally, we believe that the real challenge for distributed networks such as ours is not so much a supply problem as a demand problem, and we want to make sure that our demand and our supply stay in balance. You'll also note that we make public data available on all of those abilities, on the durability, availability, etc. And you'll also see one of the most important metrics that we track, which is net expansion. And you'll see here that we average 1.2 monthly net expansion in Q4. And just a little bit more about this. This is a measure of how much customers are spending with us. And in particular, it looks at customers from a month prior and how much that same cohort of customers spend in the next month. And what we've seen is, on average, customers who are with us are serving and storing more data every month. We've reached an all-time high of 1.2, which basically means that the customers who were with us 1 month ago are on average spending 20% more with us in the next month, and that trend is continuing. And that, of course, includes customers who grow, as well as customers who shrink, customers who go away, which is a very, very small number. Most people would be thrilled to have a net expansion rate of 1.2. On an annual basis, we're seeing this on a monthly basis, which means we're far more than doubling every year with the customers that we're bringing in the door. We're also very excited by our growing tech and delivery partner ecosystem. As you can imagine, most customers in the world are not looking just for storage. They're looking for a backup solution, or a video editing solution, or a generative AI solution, or a video transcoding solution. And by partnering with world-class partners, we're really able to deliver customers what they're looking for, which is a complete solution that's tailored for their needs and is world-class on both the front end and the back end. Like all people, we're excited by the activity that we're seeing in the AI space. One of the fundamental problems in the AI space is building, training, and refining AI models and getting those huge data sets, including large language models, distributed to scarce GPU resources around the world. Again, the way we've built our solution turns out to be perfectly built for globally distributed, unpredictable GPU access patterns. And much of this momentum in AI that we're all seeing is now shifting towards open source and open access, which all really plays very well with the solution that we've built. And perhaps unsurprisingly, given all of the activity and growth in customers and data and usage and use cases, the word on storage is getting out. And we're very excited to see that storage is being covered by both mainstream as well as industry verticals. Of course, a lot of social media activity as well. Again, we feel very excited about the story that we're telling, and we're really glad to see that others are excited by that story as well. With that, let me talk a little bit about product. Again, our product roadmap, our issues list, and of course our code are open. You can follow what's going on our GitHub page, and if you want to influence the roadmap or make suggestions or hopefully even contribute, of course you're welcome to do so. There are a number of things that have been in the works. Of course, we continue to work on making the product better suited for people in environments such as finance or healthcare, where there are very stringent security and regulatory requirements. Of course, we're doing a lot of work with partners to make sure that we work well with them. Of course, we're delivering the features that customers care about, and we have an ongoing effort to make sure that we scale and we continue to deliver great abilities across the board, including, of course, performance. Storj has in the past shown this graph, which looks at large file performance, and we are the blue line, which shows the amount of time it takes to download a gigabyte file, and you'll see that we are flat really across the world, which is great. We have globally consistent performance, which is 2 to 3 times faster than the hyperscalers that we're comparing ourselves to. In the past 1 or 2 quarters, we've also gotten really good at small files. So for much smaller files, not 1 gig, but 5K, we've seen dramatic improvements this year. And we've seen dramatic improvements in our latency and responsiveness as well. So really, Storj, although we don't build new data centers and rely on underutilized capacity around the world, we're now able to be globally fast, globally consistent, with great download, great throughput, great upload, and great latency as well, which is really a testament to the team as well as to the underlying potential of using resources that are around the world. And as we state in most of our town halls, internally, of course, there's a lot of excitement about the green aspects of Storj. And as I mentioned, we build primarily off of underutilized resources around the world, which means that for the person who's operating a node, they go from having a node that's 20% full on average to 80% full. There's no additional people, plant, equipment, data centers, cooling, or much marginal utility to deliver that. That, of course, means that we have great underlying economics, but everything that makes us economical also makes us green. Nobody is building new data centers, mining new rare earth materials to build new drives, etc. As we like to say, the greenest data center is one that never has to be built. So we're very excited where Storj is at this point. For our customers, we're an S3 compatible, enterprise-grade cloud storage, cloud object storage that is faster, more secure, and more durable than competitive offerings, and are able to do so at 1/10 the cost and 1/10 the carbon footprint. As a business, this is also proving to be a great business, which should be of interest to our customers and to our community as well. We've now managed to build a high-growth exabyte scale cloud IaaS business that requires no CapEx, very low fixed costs, and delivers healthy gross margins, led by an experienced team with a clean cap table, and very importantly, a vibrant community that can participate in our upside. And with that, let me turn things over to Brian Mengelson, talk a bit more to our node operator community. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben. Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here and be part of this town hall and have the opportunity to talk just a little bit today about our node operator community and some of our recent developments that they might find particularly relevant. The first thing I'd like to talk about is the discontinuation of the Storj free tier. So this is something that we previously announced on the forum, via email, and on our website, but we have made the decision to restructure the way our accounts work. Today we have a free account that has an unlimited duration and a generous amount of free storage. And the idea with that was that we would create a generous sandbox that developers and companies could come and use and leverage the product and for their specific use case. And then as they grew, that they would grow into a pro or a paid account. And in actuality, what we've seen over time is that that behavior that we were hoping to see hasn't happened. And so we've made the decision to transition from a free tier to a free trial structure where there's a limited amount of time that you can test out the product, and then you'll be encouraged to upgrade to a pro or paid account. The impact that this will have on the node operators is hopefully minimal. We are planning to delete free account data from the network over time, but we're planning to do that in a slow and measured way such that it stays on pace with the growth of our paid data. So to do that, we're targeting keeping the network at a relatively stable 30 petabytes of utilization. And as we grow, we'll continue to delete data until the point that we have deleted all the data that we need to, and then we'll continue to grow beyond that 30 petabyte mark. The second thing I wanted to discuss is the request for additional nodes. So we're looking for more nodes in globally disparate locations. As the product grows and as our customer base grows, we're using the product all across the globe. And in some locations where we have less coverage, the performance isn't as good as we would like it to be. And so if you or someone you know is able to onboard nodes in South America, Central America, India, or Africa, these nodes would support our growth in these regions. The next area that we're hoping to get more help with is our commercial nodes. If you're an existing node operator with capacity in data centers and SOC 2 or other certifications, then you can join our commercial node operator program. Right now, we're focused on adding providers in the US with at least 1 petabyte of capacity to contribute, but we're soon planning to add node operators in Europe and in Australia and in other locations. So if you're interested in this program, you can fill out a form on our website to send us a message to indicate your interest, and we'll reach out and we can have further discussions about that. The last thing is just to talk about and encourage everybody to continue to stay involved in the community. We love to have feedback. We love the discussions that happen in the forum. We have calls and one-on-one discussions with node operators as well. And so if you ever have any suggestions or feedback or questions or want to just have a discussion, we encourage you to reach out, whether that's through the forum, through asking questions on the town halls. We have a Q&A that we usually start in the forum before the town halls, and we try to address those questions either in the presentation itself or in the forum afterward. And then always happy to take direct communications either via DMs in the forum or email. You can see my emails here on this slide. So with that, continue to spread the word about Storj and this amazing product that we're all building together, and to encourage people to come participate either as node operators or as customers of this product. Thank you all, and we hope to see you at the next town hall.